Spend this karma. It's probably going to go in body if I can afford it. I totally can. What's charisma up to? We're pretty much done. How the fuck did we fit in that boat? The scramble up the side of the sinking ship was treacherous. You hauled yourself up over the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for purchase against the wind and the driving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel that you're standing on is slick, sheeted with water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails in sight. A slip, a rogue wave. It wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge of the raft into the dark water below. This thing is a wreck. Isabel gingerly prods at a rusted section of the container that you're standing on with her boot. It depresses easily with entirely too much give. Can't believe that Gobbet ever chose to live here. From her descriptions of the sinking ship, I didn't expect it to be this bad. Yeah, she always told me that the lady in charge, what was her name? Malvina? Melinda? That's fucking Malvina. She always told me that Malvina was a control freak, all obsessed with order and cleanliness. And Cadmus was supposed to be a top-quality repair guy. She prods the patch of rust again, frowning, the steel flakes under her foot. This thing looks like it's in good repair to you? There's no guarantee that those two or even a sudden gust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to a crouch, clinging to the metal with gloved hands to keep herself from slipping. She looks up, locks her dark eyes on you. We should get moving. It's dangerous up here, and my gear's getting soaked. Yeah, let's find a fucking new wienery friend. You take the lead, I'll follow. Who the fuck? Hello? Another swarm, kill it! Devil rats! Oh, where's fucking Gaichu when you need him? Kill him! Kill him! Do you splash damage? Well, we're gonna find out. It totally does! Pistol it is. Burst fire. You have one more shot. Incredible. Pop. You do AP damage. Jesus. Oh, I can only burst fire every couple turns. That sucks. It's a little stinky. Got the bastards. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here, boat hobos? Come join us by the fire and get warm. The woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar of soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash away. Glad to see that you made it through that in one piece. The woman smiles at you, revealing a set of crooked teeth. Come stand by the fire. Thank you. They helped us fight the rats. Why would be fucking suspicious? Of course, we don't get strangers here often, and it's far too miserable out to turn away a guest. What's with the fucking rats? The devil rats, you mean? They're becoming something of a crisis for us. We don't know why they started attacking, and we can't seem to wipe them out. Truth be told, we could really use your help. I'm looking for a friend of mine, actually. I see. Her voice is heavy with disappointment. Tell me your friend's name, then. Maybe I can help you. Gobbet. Her name's Gobbet. Gobbet? Nope, sorry. I don't think I know anyone by that name. She's a good friend of Malvina's. She's close with Cadmus, too. I know Malvina and Cadmus. Never heard of your friend, though. Sorry. Maybe you've seen her and just didn't realize that she's an orc a little older than me. She's got a shaved scalp and dreadlocks? Ugh. No, I'm sorry, but your friend hasn't been here. Truth be told, you're the first visitors we've seen in months. Help us find Malvina. She's still in charge, right? Yeah, she's still in charge. Probably always will be. Oh, doesn't look like she's doing all that great a job to me. Malvina's a great woman. She organizes us, helps us to keep the sinking ship afloat. The entire raft would have slipped beneath the waves a long time ago if it wasn't for her. Patrick licks his lips and nods, wide-eyed. As long as we have her to guide us, we'll pull through. Why don't you follow us? We'll take you to her. I've got a few more questions. What's with the devil rat infestation? They've been a huge problem for us. Between the damage that they inflict and the disease they carry, they've made it impossible for us to keep up regular maintenance duties on the raft. Maintenance duties? Keeping a raft like this seaworthy is a full-time job. The devil rat infestation isn't helping with that. We've got dozens of people below deck, scrounging for materials to fix leaks and shore up the weak parts of the hull. If something doesn't happen soon, we're going to have to stop working on her altogether. And if that happens, it's only a matter of time before she capsizes. Go ahead and lead. I'll follow. They're not going to leave the sinking ship because there's nowhere else to fucking go because they're Hong Kong hobos. That's a stupid question to ask. The hatch down below is just over this way. We'll show you down. A channel of fast-moving water cuts across the platform, separating it from an access hatch at the end of the raft. Damn, this thing's flooded again. She slams a heel into the deck, her face flushing red in frustration. Again, we just fixed the pumps last week. Well, it isn't that much more treacherous than just walking on the deck is. You could probably just wade through. Isabel cuts him off. A serious look on her face. That floor is angled downward here, Stubtoe Williams. It's slanting towards the edge. We can barely keep our footing where it's flat. Trying to cross the gap on foot would be suicide. Maybe we can find a way to drain the water. Yeah, that pump over there. She points to a rusted hunk of machinery at the edge of the flooding. It's supposed to keep this part of the deck clear, but it keeps breaking down. I swear, it must have burned through 4 different fuses in the past 2 weeks. We'll try that first. If it doesn't work, we'll have to look for another solution. She turns away from the dwarf, sneering. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. Can we fix this? Before you sits a very worn and very non-functional water pump. An ancient hose snakes down from the pump into a drainage channel along the deck. Looks pretty busted. Maybe we can fix it with some of the junk that's littering the deck. Examine the pump mechanism. Holy shit, 7 intelligence? Upon closer inspection, you can see that this pump suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near constant use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine, and it's recently broken down. Heavy scoring and burn patterns also indicate the reason why the pump isn't working, a blown fuse. Isabel? Can you fix it? Afraid not. If it were a computer, I could probably do something with it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. If we can find a replacement fuse, I can slot it for you. Anything else and you're on your own. Alright. So I'm sure we gotta fight some fucking rats looking for a fuse. Luckily we picked the 2 most combat-ready characters in the game. Whoa, what's this? Rusted crank wheel. A heavily rusted wheel has been mounted in one of the containers here. The floor grates here look similar to the ones near all the flooding. She examines the grates, frowning. Yeah, I think all this might be connected. Hydraulic, maybe. I can see some lines running into the lip of this container. I'm not strong enough? God damn it. Look at me. I'm a big tough guy. Worn box. What? It is really hard to give things to your partners. Oh, hobos. Hello. Talk to the trash can. One of the locals looks up at the sound of your approach. The others remain huddled around the low fire, their backs hunched against the pelting rain. You need something, boy? If not, shove off. This fire's taken. The water pump on the other side of the deck blew a fuse. Know where I could find a new one? Maybe. Could be a new fuse anywhere up here. We tend not to throw things like that away. He shrugs. Check the piles. That's where bits and bobs usually wind up. I'd watch my hands if I were you, though. Rats have been known to hide in those piles. Great. I gotta go get my fucking hand bit. Go then, shove off. If you're smart, you won't stop till you hit dry land. Asshole. Nothing here. It won't be here, because they'll help us fight the rats. It's gonna be over in the middle of nowhere. Nothing here either. Hop! Isabel, there's a rat right there. As you sift through the pile, you hear a rustling sound. 2 beady eyes lock with yours. Pow, 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 pow! Eat grenade. Eat grenade again, apparently. Get over here, Isabel. A fight's gonna start. Search trash. Replacement fuse. That was easy. Replace the blown fuse. You eject the pump's blown fuse. It clatters to the deck below. With a deft motion, you click the intact fuse that you discovered into place. Lights on the pump's control panel go from red to green, and the little machine rattles back to life. Goodbye, water. Thanks for nothing. Oh, shit. You guys better help me. I'll be very upset if you don't help me. Okay, I just need you to run. actually a good time to be Isabel. Gotta reload it is the problem. But they are all super low. I do no fucking damage. Could you maybe go for someone else? Hey, 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 hey. Okay, good. Alright, I'll get this rascal. And this rascal. And I'll hit this rascal once. And then it's up to you to get this rascal. Thank you. These rats are getting a little fucking crazy. Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminum, and doors have been cut to allow passage from one compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of rotting garbage. Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our work crews too busy to worry about hauling the garbage. It's a good thing that you ran into us. You wouldn't have had much luck finding Malvina on your own. No time to waste. Take us to see Malvina. Follow us. I'll take you right to her. I can't even move. Hello? Okay. Oh, where the fuck did they run off to? Hello? Local inhabitant? A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. New folks, I'll be damned. The hell are you doing in here? Looking for a friend of ours? What's behind that door, actually? She runs her tongue over her teeth. Storage closet. Nothing worthwhile in there. Don't even know why they have me stand and watch over the thing. But those are rules, right? You can't question them. Well, I'm a charismatic fellow. If there's nothing worthwhile in there, then it couldn't hurt to let us have a look around inside, could it? I guess that it couldn't. I mean, you can't steal nothing, can you? So how about it? Will you open the door? She reaches back and pulls a lever. You hear the metallic scrape of the door and latching itself. Here you go. Knock yourselves out. What is this? Local inhabitant? Dead people. The woman standing guard duty nods in acknowledgement. Strangers, you picked a bad time to come visit. We aren't visiting. We're looking for a friend. Then you're out of luck. I haven't seen anyone from outside of quarantine in weeks. You want to talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf. I'm busy. I need to keep my eyes open for more of those little bastards. We can't let any more of them sneak in here. Not what after happened to Simon. Best of luck. Sick dwarf. Oh, because they've got rat disease. A stocky dwarf leans up against the wall of the container room. His skin is sallow, and it hangs off his bulky frame like a half-deflated balloon. You saw plenty of sick people back in the Barrens. Addicts, BTL heads, people whose immune systems have been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. Hello, stranger. Don't see many new faces on the raft these days. He sighs. But you're here, so you want something. Now what would that be? We're friends of Gobbet's. Seen her around? Friend, if you're looking for Gobbet, you're about 3 years too late. Your friend ain't here. And you've stumbled into the worst kind of place to be lost. Who the fuck are you? Me, I'm nobody important. Just a man waiting to die. Have you seen Gobbet? Haven't seen the girl in years. I'd love to, mind you. She was a good friend way back then. What the fuck is wrong with your house? Aside from the uninvited guests, you mean? He struggles to stifle another cough. We've got a rat problem. We noticed. Don't let what happened to me happen to you, too. You want my advice? You get out of here. You do it before you get bit. He gestures at the sweat-damp heaps of cloth that line the walls around him. If you don't, you might wind up on your deathbed here right by my side. Okay, I'm gonna go then. You do that. If you should happen to find Gobbet, bring her by. I haven't seen her in a long time. It'd do me good to talk to her again before I die of this damn disease. These little fucking scamps are... Maybe there was fights that way. The local up ahead beckons you forward. It's just up this way, through this door here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something living must be hidden inside. Behind you, more devil rats. Panic-stricken, they begin to turn, their weapons raised. There is a flurry of motion and something large explodes out of the vent. Gobbet lands in a crouch, her weapon raised. Don't go in there, it's a trap. Fucking well, well, well. Stop zooming out. I guess this is the resolution we're gonna fight at, okay. Got a present for you, you tricky dicks. Lie to me. Ugh. That's not a safe weapon to use in here. Hey Seattle. I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess that I'm glad you could make it. She jerks her head toward the squatter's ruined body. You're welcome, by the way. Want to tell me what the hell's going on here? We just shot some locals, but don't worry, they were bad people. I'll take your word for it. What are you saying about a trap? Yeah, that's where they were leading you. I didn't want to see that happen, so I came riding into your rescue. She puts her hands on her hips and widens her stance. A picture-perfect example of the classic superhero pose. You are again welcome. Muttering under her breath, Isabel steps forward. Gobbet, tell us what kind of trap you're talking about. The kind where you wind up dead. Look, I don't exactly know what they were planning to do, but I've seen them lead people through those doors before. She gestures towards the heavy double doors at the end of the hall. The people who I watched go in there never came back out. Not a one. They'd just scream and scream, and when the doors opened up, they'd be gone. So you don't know what's in there? No, but judging by all the screaming, I'm going to make an educated guess that it's probably something bad. There's a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gobbet. All you had to do was tell us. Yeah, I know. But I figured that this one was on me, and I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. You're on a boat full of hostiles by yourself in the dead of night being hunted by devil rats. That doesn't sound like a great plan to me. I didn't come back here to fight Seattle. This is a recon mission. I wanted to scope the place out, and it's much easier to do that solo than it would have been dragging you two along. No offense. So you scoped the place out, fine. Mission accomplished. Do you know what we're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna sink it. What? The sinking ship is doomed, Seattle. I could feel it the second I set foot on board. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think I could feel it back home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about this place. Whatever's happening here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow. Maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends, Cadmus and Malvina, to check on them. Instead, I found a swarm of man-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seem intent on killing me. So I'm going to kill them right back. And I'm going to use the scuttling charges that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the waterline if we're going to bring this sucker down. So that's where you're heading next? Downward? Not quite on account of a trap. I don't know how to get past it yet. Minor setback, right? So my next step was to figure that out. Your friends might be alive. Maybe. I hope so, because of all the people on this raft. Cat is the one I'd trust most to get us past whatever's in that room. He was always more of a mechanic than he was a shaman. I bet it's that fucking sick guy. There could be more going on here than you realize. I seriously doubt that. Remember what I told you about second guessing. He isn't second guessing anything. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Alright, Iz, you want to look around? We'll do that. But afterwards, we're arming the rest of those charges. Let's move. It's gonna be this rascal. The dwarf's milky eyes track you as you approach. A wave of recognition washes over his face, but his movements remain lethargic. Eventually, he managed to slur out a few words. Gobbet, back after all this time. It is Cadmus. Sorry it's taken so long. It's good to see you again, Cad. Gobbet's told me about you. How are you feeling? Perfect, thanks for asking. He struggles to contain a burst of coughing. I mean, I'm dying, and my home's gone to shit. We're probably going to sink into the bay, but otherwise I'm great. Welcome home, girl. Been a long time. Cadmus, Save it, I'm not mad. He squeezes his eyes shut. I'm mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. Are you sick? What the fuck's going on? Ill? I'd say so. Deathly ill. Vitus is a real bitch. Even a neutered strain like this one can really knock you on your ass. You'll be okay, Cad. You're a dwarf and a shaman. That's 2 big points in your favor. You're gonna walk this off. You'll see. Spare me the pep talk. I'm too tired to walk. He coughs into his sleeve. Save it. I know what my chances are like. They ain't good. I've seen a lot of our friends loaded into those cots, Gobbet. They all went out in garbage bags. Anyway, let's talk about something else, huh? Oh, there's a trapped room at the end of the hall. What's that all about? Yeah, me and my crew built the thing. Let me guess, Malvina's orders? First thing she asked us to do after Swee's little rebellion. We started working the thing the week after you left. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No. He coughs wetly into his sleeve. No, but Yaz can. She should be somewhere on this level. Go find her. Tell her I sent you. We will, thanks, Cad. He dabs specks of blood from his lips. Don't mention it, Jesus. I'm gonna go. I ain't going nowhere, be safe. Jesus, this poor bastard.